But Brooke Todd, I know you watched. Whoops, I know you watched Greenland last night.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I finally got around to watch it.
Woo! Gerard Butler, baby.
Gerard Butler looks rough.
Is that not how he was supposed to look in that?
Yeah,
film?
he looks like a drunk. He dyed the hell out of his beard and hair. You could tell, man, that's not natural hair color.
I just feel like Gerard Butler and Russell Crowe are the same person for some odd reason. There's like two clones, you know? I don't know. Every time I see Gerard Butler, I'm just like, man, this is a poor man's Russell Crowe.
That's exactly what he is, man. A poor man's Russell Crowe.
So
right.
So I guess Brooke, you didn't like it at all?
No, I enjoyed it for what it was. It was I mean, you guys are the ones that told me I needed to watch it. So what did you all take from it?
Pioneer, take the wheel.
Man, bro, take the wheel. Man, I'll tell you, dude. Never trust the government, man. Just never trust the government, dude. And like, I don't care what they say. You're literally trusting the same government that 5 minutes before was like, this asteroid is going to hit at this specific spot. And then what does it do? It fucking goes the opposite way and hits Tampa. So they already don't know where the asteroid's really hitting. And then there's like, oh, we got a plan. Come here, man. We're going to send you a text message over your phone and shit. No. I don't care, dude. I think the smartest character in the whole movie was the dad. Just stay the fuck home. Although he was a dumbass, he handed a rifle to Gerard Butler without any bullets, and then they never bring the gun back whatsoever. So what the fuck, man? Like, it's so stupid, dude.
So as far as trusting the government, though, what would you do if that were actually happening? And, so this is what I enjoyed about the film is like, I think the more we talk about Mars and Elon Musk and aliens and stuff like that, the more something like this seems like it could actually happen. And I mean, you know, stuff like this has happened in the past in existence, right? Like an asteroid took out the dinosaurs, right? So like, it's not like this. Supposedly. So, but it's not like it's out of our knowledge to not believe that this could happen. So I enjoyed that. While watching it, in the back of my mind, I was constantly in like a what if something like this did go down, and kind of out of nowhere, and like how prepared would I be to do something like this? Which brings me to my question to you, Pioneer, is you say don't trust the government, but what would you do in that situation? Like, would you
nothing, man?
You just sit at home and swing on a swing set?
There's nothing to do. Sometimes the best thing to do. Enjoy it, you know.
But did you know that the U.S. government has actually built bunkers like this in Greenland? It's based off. Yeah. They've actually have built this stuff.
Yeah, but I can tell you for a fact that it's not for us. So, like this whole thing that they're going to send a message out to just common folk and just be like, "Oh, we're going to protect you." No shit, dude. No shit. It's going to be A-listers and all that other shit. It's going to be the rich and the elitists and shit like that. It's not going to be us.
You don't think it's going to be, because the reason why Gerard Butler's got that presidential alert was because he was an architect.
Yeah.
So that is something that somebody that you would need to help rebuild.
Right.
But that's assuming that the government doesn't have architects already working for it.
Right.
That's true.
So to me, it was a little bit of a stretch. I mean, I would be fucked regardless because I'm a type 1 diabetic like the kid was in the movie. So though I enjoyed the fact that there was like a huge emphasis on the struggles of type 1 diabetes with insulin pump, sugar going high or dropping, and having to keep insulin and medicine on you all the time, like that connected with me on a real level. And then of course they get to the gate and they're like, "Oh, sorry, it's a mistake. You're type 1 diabetic. You can't come."
Right.
It reminded me of like when I worked at UPS when I tried to become a driver and I got denied because I was a type 1 diabetic and I couldn't become a driver. So I'm like, damn, this really This hurt my feelings, man. Look at this motherfucker. He's cracking
Oh,
up.
they start putting restrictions on that for like obesity and fat people. It's like, you can't be a driver, you're too fat.
Well,
or some shit like that. That would be hilarious.
yeah, they should. I mean, I think if a type 1 diabetic shows that they have a steady A1C, they should be able to do whatever job that they want to do.
That's true, man. I think you should start a movement.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, the type 1 diabetic thing within the kid in the movie, though, like made me. It definitely piqued my interest because I just connected to it. But all that to say, I thought it was done in a way that after 2020, because this movie was delayed like 100 times, right, on its release date, and then they released it for rent for like $20 on streaming services or something like that, and then they released it, I guess, again for rent for like $4.99 or whatever. But I think after 2020, there was some things that happened in the movie that probably hit home for a lot of people, like the asteroid coming itself kind of felt indicative, or not indicative, but like in relation to coronavirus, of how something can just come and shake up your whole world.
Right.
And then I liked how they stayed like with the family the whole time. It wasn't like, I thought it was going to be like this like day after tomorrow type of like spectacle of a movie, but it kind of was. I mean, they had like a $30 to $40 million budget. It wasn't super high budget. It was medium budget, which I thought was kind of unique for a film like this. And they stayed with a single family the whole time. They didn't really go, they didn't go to the military bunkers, or they didn't go to Air Force One with the president or anything like that. Like, it's pretty cool to me to see like a family go through something that they've never gone through, and how that related to kind of 2020. Because like seeing like just normal average people loot stores in that movie, I'm like, this is what it would be. Like, she went in to this pharmacy that had been looted with her kid to get medicine. And I'm like,
right.
Caitlin and I would probably be doing the same thing in the same scenario if I didn't have my insulin, because it's survival of the fittest, and I have to survive. So I'm like, if something like this ever were to happen, instantly your mind realizes that the system in which we live in is built just to make us creatures within it. But when something like this actually happens, it gets to real fucking primal human nature shit. And it's a true survival of the fittest scenario. And I wish it went further down that. I'm like, more bullets should have been flying. There should have been more people fucking trying to take that insulin from them after they got it. Or like people trying to rob her. And then like her kid gets kidnapped and she's like, ah, just screaming in the street. I'm like, the movie opened with this chick running like a 6-minute mile. Like, she's not going to at least try to run after the car? She was in a good spot to try to prevent it from happening. And she's just like, yeah, okay, take my kid. I'm going to scream. Because people care about your screams.
I'd let him take the kid. I mean, he's got type 2 diabetes anyways.
Type 1, motherfucker.
Oh, type 1. I'm sorry, So I'd let him take the kid. Then they can get on the plane.
She should have just took his bracelet first, so she at least had that.
She should have just took his bracelet. It's true, man. They show her at the beginning like beast, and then Roy from fucking The Office beats the shit out of her and throws her out of a SUV and drives off.
Is that who that was?
So yeah,
that was Roy from The Office, man. What a piece of shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I know, right? Damn, dude.
That's
hilarious. That was pretty intense. That was a pretty intense scene.
That was an intense scene. It was, from coming from someone that has a kid and shit like that. I was just like, oh man. And then just not to know what's going to happen to the kid and everything. Like, yeah, that tug at my heartstrings a little bit, but kind of like the pharmacy scene, man, when the guy shows up with a gun, looks down at him, and then he's like, go. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Come on. In the world, you got this.
But we don't know the intentions of why that guy was going in there. We don't know if he's trying to get insulin or not. Like, that was never brought up.
But he was there with a sawed-off shotgun. I don't think he was there for spam.
But if he needed spam, he had a sawed-off shotgun to take it from you.
He did.
That's right.
And
maybe he noticed, she doesn't have spam in her hand. All right, ma'am, get up and go. Get out of here.
Go.
It's like my wife's car got broken into yesterday, or we talked about it yesterday.
Yesterday.
But
Again.
The same guy came back.
He's like, these
he put
dumbass-
it back. He put everything back.
He put it back.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, it doesn't seem like he took anything unless he took pictures of like insurance information. So I mean, maybe he searched through the car and realized we didn't have cash or a gun or anything in there, and just like went about his way and didn't. He left a $1 bill. He left a $2 bill. We had a $2 bill in there too.
Wait, he left a $2 bill.
He left a $2 bill and a $1 bill. The $2 bill was in the glove compartment. The $1 bill was in the middle console, and he left all that. So to the point of the guy.
How does a $2 bill drop out of your pocket into the glove compartment?
No. That was ours. It was already in there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I see. I thought he left money. I beat off and just left something like a tip.
There was a pretty sexy picture of Caitlin and I that she had in there, so she maybe.
Oh yeah, man. I wish he would have left a note.
He probably took a picture of that and then went home. But yeah, so the guy with a sawed-off shotgun in Greenland, if you don't have what he needs, then maybe he's just like, all right, fuck it, get out of here. Like, I'm not gonna waste my ammo on somebody who doesn't have what I need.
It's just like, you have these extraordinary situations, and then you have people using common level-headed, like, oh, I don't want to shoot this woman. She, let her go. I get it's for the story. But at the same time, like, when you pick up a gun and you go somewhere, I feel like you've already kind of made up your mind, like what's about to happen and everything like that. I just felt like it would have went differently.
Yeah, all those people in Wisconsin made up their mind what was going to happen when they walked in with guns. So they probably did make up their mind. What I'm saying is, in that situation, if you know that the future is completely and utterly unpredictable, I would save my ammo on somebody who has something that I need. As fucked up as that is to say.
Right, especially after Gerard Butler's father-in-law gave him a gun with no ammo.
Ammo.
I could only assume that there's because that was just a sniper rifle. So it's not like it can hold so many rounds in there.
Did he ever use that gun?
Clip,
no, he never used it. We never saw it again after that.
Yeah. You didn't need it. So
he should have sold it or something. So traded it for insulin.
I was reading on Reddit, and they said every time every black person dies trying to help Gerard Butler.
Oh, so that was King Bach. That was the guy that was talking to him in the truck or whatever.
Yeah.
The black kid, that he's like a big YouTuber or something. And I guess he's been doing movies recently. Yeah, I guess he's been doing movies, and he supposedly has had a bigger speaking role than he had in this film. But I thought it was cool that it was a YouTuber, getting a role like that.
Right. That's pretty neat. And then they killed him. I mean, they killed him quick, man. He didn't even make it out of the truck. Like the truck turned over and just snapped his neck. And then like at the end in the plane, the guy flying the plane, he dies. Like so many people die trying to help Gerard Butler, man.